I'm going to be showing you how to do all the puzzles and the location of the Datacard within Geonosis Stalgasin Hive within LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga's Galaxy Free Play. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're starting off with the first puzzle here, which is called Landing Pad Lookout. It's going to be here on the bottom side of the map. All you have to do is swing on these little pegs here, so switch to a acrobatic character like a Jedi or a scavenger, to jump over and reach the first puzzle or first Kyber brick, whatever you want to call it. So next up we're going to do Kyber in the Canyon. This is just to the left of the one we just did. It's going to lead you over here to this puzzle, so switch to a scavenger character. We're going to be going up this wall several times throughout this video, so use their net launcher ability there, and then you're going to use the Force with a Jedi or Sith character, push this peg into place, swing across with an acrobatic character, and then you'll be able to reach this zip line over here, and you also have to run across this wall with an acrobatic character like a Jedi or Scavenger, then go down the zip line and get the Kyber brick for Kyber in the Canyon. So next up we're going to be doing the one just to the left of the previous Kyber brick that we just did. This one's called Cliffside Climbing. So there's going to be several orange blocks nearby, so move them all in a stack like I'm doing here on the right side. And once you move 3 into place, you should be able to reach this ledge. You can then switch to a scavenger character to shoot a net along the wall here. And again, if you don't have these scavenger abilities, just make sure you play through the story of episode 6 or 7, and you'll unlock those for all your scavenger characters. You should then be able to climb up the wall and go down the zip line to reach the Kyber brick for Cliffside Climbing. So next up is Big Bluff. This is on the bottom left side of the map. And if you go over here just where I'm at, climb up this little broken statue, then jump across to these pegs on the wall, and you should be able to reach the top of this canyon for Big Bluff. So that one's fairly simple there. You just have to kind of find where you have to climb. Next up, we're going to be doing a little lookout. So this is down the hill here, and there's going to be some LEGO objects along the walls. If you destroy them, it's going to reveal a grapple point for a bounty hunter or hero character. There's going to be a couple of those. Destroy those, use the grapple hook points to reach the Kyber brick for Little Lookout. So moving up towards the middle of the map here, we'll go ahead and select this one. This one's called Geonosian Gold. So just walk through here and switch to a bounty hunter character, and there's going to be a gold LEGO object. So destroy that with your bounty hunter character's blaster to get the Kyber brick for Geonosian Gold. So next up, we're going to do a Skyward Spire here in the middle of the map. And once again, we're going to have to climb up this same wall which we climbed up earlier. So switch to a scavenger character, use their net launcher, climb the wall. This time we're going to go left instead of right. So keep playing as a scavenger character to go up this acrobatic swing here of pegs. And you should be able to reach the very top to get the Kyber brick for Skyward Spire. So next up, we're going to do Pipe Dream. We're moving more towards the left middle side of the map here. And there's going to be this underground area which you can go under here, and there's going to be a block which you can use with a Jedi character or a Sith character, anybody who can use the Force, and push the block on the side of the wall there, which is kind of unusual for this game to put blocks on the sides of walls, but then you should be able to go across the pipes to reach the Kyber brick for Pipe Dream. So moving up to the top left side of the map, this one's called Foundry Flow. So on a Foundry Flow, we're going to switch to a bounty hunter character, and there's going to be a grapple hook point here on the left side along this pipe thing. And from there, we should be able to grapple again to reach the top of this cliffside. And from there, we should just be able to fall down right on the Kyber brick. So there we go, Foundry Flow. So next up, we're going to do Hard Rock. So we're going to go just south of there. Go ahead and select that on the map. And this one is probably one of the easiest ones of the Stalgasin Hive. It's literally just right here. Just destroy the LEGO objects. Go into the little nook here and get the Kyber brick for Hard Rock. So next up, we're going to do Bricky in the middle. This is just to the south of the one we just got. And it's going to be on this middle rock here. Now, how do you get up there? Well, you can go up, climb this cliff. This is just how I did it. There could be other ways to do it, but this is how I figured it out. We're going to switch to a scavenger character, use their glider ability just to glide on over to the top of that rock to reach the Kyber brick for Bricky in the middle. So next up, we're going to do Droids in Disarray. So this is going to require us to go to one of the indoor areas of Stalgasin Hive. So once we walk in here, it's going to be a little bit of a puzzle that we have to do, but it's not too bad. So push the switch in the middle of the room. That's going to cause this cutscene to play. And there's going to be a little matching game that we have to play. So you'll see at the top of the screen, we have a white battle droid head. And so basically we just have to stop at these different things at the right time so that it builds the battle droid full body there. And you might get different ones depending on, you know, what the game does. Like, you might have to match all the red ones together, but basically just match all of the same color squares together by pushing the pad at the correct time. Once you do that, you'll get the Kyber brick for Droids in Disarray. Next up, we're going to go to the top side of the map, go into this indoor area here. This one's called Factory Sealed. Let's go ahead and head inside, and this one's going to require you to use the Force with a Jedi or Sith character and move all of these blocks into place like I do here. I think you're going to need like 3 or 4 of these orange blocks to reach this high shelf here, and the shelf is going to have the key card that we need for the actual Kyber brick. So get the key card, put it in place, that'll open up the cage, giving you the Kyber brick for Factory Sealed. So not too bad there, fairly simple. We're going to go just to the south of there for Factory Overlook, so another factory one. So once again, we're going to have to climb up this same wall. I told you guys we're going to be seeing this wall several times throughout this video. So we're going to climb up with our scavenger character's net launcher ability, then switch to their glider ability to reach the Kyber brick for Factory Overlook. Alright, so next up is Canyon Crate Conundrum. So this is more towards the middle of the map here. And once again, we're going to climb up this same wall with the net launcher ability from a scavenger character. And we're going to head to the right side here, and there's going to be some blocks that we can use. So we're going to switch to a Force using character and just push the blocks up against these 4 switches on the wall within the time limit. Once you do that, that'll open up the cage, giving you the Kyber brick for Canyon Crate Conundrum. What a name. So next up, right in the middle of the map, we're going to be doing the data cards. This one's very important for getting those extras. So yet again, we're going to climb up this middle wall with the net launcher ability from a scavenger. And we're going to take the same path we just took, except this time we're going to keep going down. And there's going to be this wall that you can climb. Once you climb up to the top, you'll get the data card for the Stalgasin Hive. So fairly simple there. We're going to head inside here to the top middle door. And this one's called Animal Handler Handler. I have no idea why it says handler twice. I guess because we have to deal with, I guess you only deal with one animal though, so I have no idea why it says that. Someone let me know why it's called handler. But we're going to open up this door by, moving the power block into place. We're then going to take the power block out of there and push it into this other socket, which will open up this other door. We're going to move this block in there, and moving it in there is going to allow you, it's going to give you leverage to reach the top of this jail cell to get the Kyber brick for Animal Handler. Alright, so next up we're going to be doing a Red Rock Shootout. So this is like right in the top middle of the map, and so there's going to be these, I think there's 4 different targets around this area, so it may take you a couple tries. I was able to barely do it on my first try here, throwing a massive lightsaber throw and hitting all 4 targets within the time limit. That'll open up the crate for Red Rock Shootout. So there we go. So next up, we're going to do Bug House Break-In. This one is fairly simple. You're just going to have to switch to your scavenger character and use their Breaker Blaster ability, I think it's called, or whatever it is. Yeah, Breaker Blaster, and shoot that weak wall. Inside is going to be the Kyber brick for Bug House Break-In. And alright, so next up, we're going to do Locker Room Larks. This is another one of these indoor areas. Some of these hub worlds always throw in these indoor areas with like one Kyber brick inside. This is another one. So there's going to be some showers on the left side. Switch to your scavenger character and use their Breaker Blaster once again to destroy this weak wall. Then use their net launcher to climb up this wall. Rotate the switch all the way around. That's going to cause all of the droids to leave the showers, allowing you access to get the Kyber brick inside for Locker Room Larks. What a tongue twister there. So next up, we're going to do the Kyber brick for Secret Silver, or the puzzle for Secret Silver. This one's pretty simple. Just walk up to it, and it's going to be a silver Lego object. So switch to a villain character that can throw a grenade. Throw a grenade on that thing, blow it up, and get your Kyber brick for Secret Silver. Alright, next up we're going to do Welcome to Geonosis. I guess this is kind of supposed to be the first one you were meant to get. I don't know. But it's going to be on top of this statue here. So we're going to move to the right, and there's going to be a little peg on the wall which you can grapple up with a bounty hunter or astromech character or hero character. We can then switch to a scavenger and glide across with your glider ability to reach the Kyber brick for Welcome to Geonosis. So to the right of there, we're going to get this next one called Dooku's Doorway. So we're going to go on top of this trampoline right here. This is going to allow us access to that level, but we're not going to play the level. We're going to use our net launcher ability to climb up this net, and then we can get the Kyber brick on top of the roof here for Dooku's Doorway, or on top of the cliff, I guess I should say. So next we're going to head inside this cave system here for the Kyber brick called Cave Critter. And once we get inside here, we're going to move over here to the left side, and it's literally just going to be behind this spider web. Very simple, you don't need any special abilities for that one, and you'll get your puzzle solved. So next up is Confederate Cooperation. We're going to continue in this cave system. There's going to be a hole in the wall for a protocol droid, but you won't be able to reach it, so you're going to have to find 3 nearby orange blocks. Use a force using character to position them in place. Then switch to a protocol droid, split them in half, climb up those blocks to go inside the protocol droid chute. And there's going to be 2 switches, so you're going to need to get one half of the protocol droid on one, and the other half on the other, and that will open up the crate for Confederate Cooperation. So the next one's called Quick Meeting. This one's going to give you a vehicle. Now, this is kind of an extension of the one we just did, so once again, we're going to head inside this protocol droid hatch, and this time we're going to pull a switch. That's going to open up the door for this meeting room here, where the Separatists meted in the movie, and we're just going to have to shoot these several targets around the room within the I think it's like a 10-second time frame, and once we shoot all the targets within the time frame, that'll open up the puzzle for Quick Meeting. So there we go, that gives you a nice vehicle. Next up, we're going to move to the top right side of the map for Launchpad Ledge. So we're moving out of the cave system, and this one requires 0 abilities. All you have to do is walk over to it. So very, very simple there. And for the last Kyber Brick, this one's called Batteries Not Included. This is going to give you another vehicle key. And so we're going to head back into that cave system, and there's going to be a little switch we can use the force on through the wall to open up the door. Once we do that, we're going to have to do the same thing again. This one's a little bit tricky to find, so there's going to be another one of these batteries, I guess you can call them. And there's going to be a little hatch through the roof there. That one's pretty tricky to find. You can then go through that little hatch and put it into place to unlock the next door. And finally, we're going to use the force on this last battery. We're going to make it go through the little maze here and put it into place within the time limit, and that should open up the final door, giving you access to the vehicle token for Batteries Not Included. So that's going to be all the puzzles and the data card for Geonosis Stalgasin Hive within LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if not, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.